Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys. Good morning. Let's do some yoga. Your hands at your heart. Take a moment to have a safe movement practice. When you're ready, go up, inhale. Now, as you exhale, we're going to be putting our hands down on the floor. Now, if you just want to meet in down dog, you can. But if you want to do a little vinyasa first, you can, which is bend your elbows and take an inhale to go into up dog. Feel the chest and shoulders open. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, you can curl your toes, lift your hips, and you can do a little push up. Now, in a down dog. Now, walk your down dog. One knee bends, and then the other. One knee bends, and then the other. One knee. Now, both heels press and hold. Hold. Your heels are starting to get a little closer to the floor. Your neck is relaxed. Your hands are strong. Now, just for a moment, let your shins down and take a child's pose. Bend your elbows, pat yourself on the back, and then place your hands back on the floor. Now, at this point, I'm going to show you about 3 of these vinyasas. You're going to push forward and you do an up dog, but your shins are kind of down on the ground. And then you push back. This is 2 more. So come through, 2. It'll make sense in a moment. And exhale. Back. 1 more. Forward. Inhale. Up dog. Good. But your shins can be on the floor. And then back. Now, you can keep doing that or curl your toes, push your hips back, and then lift your heels, lift your back or your low, middle, upper, and then up dog. So what you have is then down dog is a backup plan. Both are good for your spine. So you could kind of stay low with the shins on the ground, or you can lift up and do a articulation, up dog, down dog. You can also mix it up. Breathe in and out. It's sort of like a prayer to your body. It's sort of like giving all your cells, so water, nourishment, sunlight. So however you do it is fine. Breathe in and then exhale and then come back down to child's pose. Hips back, arms forward, inhale, or puppy dog if your back needs a break. And then come to hands and knees and do a little cat-cow for a moment. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out. So you're just getting your back a little bit more attention right now. Breathe in and exhale, your choice. If you would like to make it a little bit bigger, you can lift up your knees and your toes are on the ground. You can continue with the beast movement. Flexion and extension, knees off, or modification, knees down. Now take 2 more. And then relax into a child pose, arms in front. Now stretch out your fingers like pieces of pie between the fingers and go into down dog. Now look up at your hands. You can take a step or a jump or a walk to get there. Let your back stretch. So basically it's like you're at the table. Now make sure your blood pressure is stable, but you're going to go into a little back bend here. Inhale and exhale, bring your hands at the heart. Now open up your feet like a 5-pointed star. Stretch out your hands like a 5-pointed star. Now we're going to take your right toes, lift them up and point them in the same direction as your right fingertips. Now reach out. There's your inner thigh, maybe your hamstring too. Now let your hand come down. Now at this point, let your arm keep moving. You could do a little painting. You could do an entire circle. Take about 3 movements with that shoulder. 3 circles or 3 paints. Now somewhere along the way, see if it feels really good to go over your ear. That's the most intense of the stretch. If it feels too much, just put your arm up. Otherwise, hold. Now neck check. Where does your neck feel really good? Straight ahead or looking down slightly. Breathe in. Keep reaching. Keep lengthening. Breathe into your rib cage. Now, take another inhale, and on your exhale, your hand comes up, your arms are out. Now, for a moment, realign into 5-pointed star, so toes are forward, arms are stretched. Now, lift up your left toes and face them towards the same direction that your left fingers are facing. I like to lift and spread the toes here too. Now, reach out over your left leg and keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And then your left hand starts finding its way down. Make sure this knee's not hyperextended. And your top arm, it's either going to do 3 paint the skies or 3 circles. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And you found somewhere, or you can find somewhere that feels like a really good stretch. If it's too intense to go over your ear, because that is the more intense position, then just go up. Now breathe. Breathe. Check your neck. Where does it need to be? Looking down, looking straight ahead, little chin tilt. Keep stretching. Like someone's got your arm and they're pulling you. You can even feel your back lengthen here. Reach. Take another inhale. Now, as you exhale, you can come back up. For a moment, readjust your feet forward. Your hands are stretched out. Exhale, come down. Now, I like to soften the knees a little bit here and come on down. Your hands may be on the floor at this point or on the feet and ankles, but just find a place where you can gently assist yourself. Neck is soft. Now walk over to your right leg and give it its own attention for a bit. And walk over to your left leg and give it some attention. And then come right back to center, and you can interlace your fingers and let the arms go over, or hold onto your elbows and kind of dangle like the clapper of a bell. And then bring your hands to your hip bones and come up halfway. Imagine you're a table and also let your blood pressure adjust. Once you feel like you're stable and blood pressure come up and into a back bend, your elbows can gently squeeze together. And even though you're lifting your heart, you can tuck the chin just a little bit. Lift up your heart and arms can stretch up. Bring your hands at the heart, step or jump into standing. Hold here. Good job. Take an inhale to go up with arms, and you're in Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Go over to a side. I'm going to barely tilt my screen up. You're welcome to stay there. I just want to tilt it up a tiny bit. Now you can take a hand down and a foot over if you'd like. This is also a great place to add a rotation if you need it. And now we're gonna breathe into that side, go up. You can go feet neutral, arms over, Ardha Chandrasana. Now, and good, Jean, because you know, where does your body feel the biggest stretch? Would you like an arm down? Would you like to pull your arm? Good, Karen. Would you like that foot over? You can find little nuances with rotation as well. Take another inhale. And then as you're ready, gently come back down. Hands at the heart. Nice. Now we're going to take one called the hammock pose. So grab a sip. Good, Shireen. I meant to say that. Thank you for cueing me with your grabbing a sip. Grab a sip. You're going to take one called the hammock pose. So do you remember how we went out wide like 5-pointed star? We're going to do that. You can inhale, and on your lift, exhale, forward, fold. Now the hands are going to be a little more forward on this one, kind of like down dog. And then just shake out any tension. Your feet are wide. Your hands are kind of like down dog, pushing your hips back. So you're going to feel a little bit more inner thigh. Now either stay here, or if you'd like to add some movement, lift your heels, articulate through your spine, and go into up dog here, but with wide legs. Now tuck, and you lift, and you're still working the flexibility here. So when you're here, you open up your chest, you push really strong, and you exhale, and you press your heels towards the floor. You lift up, you inhale, open the heart, and you exhale and tuck. And 2 more up. And tuck. And 1 more. Up. And exhale. All right, hold the hammock. 5. Walk your hands back. And just kind of shake it out. Now, while you're here, bend one knee. And then bend the other. So how low you go is really up to you, because your legs will tell you, your knees. So if you want to go all the way down, and you can, I encourage it, kind of like a half squat. If that's not for you, bend the knees in a healthy place, and then head to the other side. So we're going right and left, but you're listening to what you need to do. Yep. Right and left, but you're listening to what you need to do. Your hands can help you. That way you're not feeling like you're too low without any assist from your hands. But if you don't need them, you don't have to use them either. Stay on a side. It could be that you're at 90 degrees. It could be that you're just low. And I always have fun wrapping this. Yeah, stay on a side. 5. Good. Nice, Shireen. That left arm, Shireen, actually goes in front of the knee. Can you see how it's actually, and now yeah, and then the other arm comes behind if you want that. Good. Now you're going to be going to the other side, which you get to choose where you need to be, how low, how not low. If you're doing the rack, the right arm's on the inside of your shin. Your left arm goes behind and finds it. Good, Jean. Yep, that's it. Cool. 5. All right. Now, when you're ready, push your hands on the floor to help you come up. Good. Now we're going to take the frog posture. So lower your shins. Take them wide and arms down. Good. And if you don't like the pose, you can do bound ankle. Good, Karen. That looks good to me. Now the big toes are towards each other, but the knees are wide. Take 10, 5, 2, and then press back up, and just for a moment take child's pose or puppy dog pose. You can even put your toes under if you want a foot stretch. Breathe in. Push yourself back into a down dog and stretch the heels back. You can even try to lift your toes. Put one foot on top of the heel so your left foot can be on your right heel and you're really getting that one leg more stretch. Now the other, put your right foot on the left heel and you're giving that foot stretch. Both heels pressed. Come up to your hands halfway up. This is also a chance for blood pressure to settle and to spine lengthen. Once you feel like you can come up without feeling dizzy, go up, inhale, palms together. Hands at the heart, samasthiti. It's where you get in balance, homeostasis. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're gonna do a little standing quad. Run arm, right arm goes up and back and hold on to that foot. Now your left arm can come forward and it's like there's a little dandelion puff in your hand. You're lightly supinated. Breathe in, feel that hip flexor, feel that quad. Now you can add on your foot, pushing into your hand. Take another inhale and exhale, come up, back to standing. Good. Samasthiti. Go up with one arm, the other arm left to your left foot or ankle. Other arm up, palm up. All right, holding. Good. And then can you add on a foot pushing into your hand? All right, get ready. Inhale. Exhale, come back when you're ready. Woo. Let's grab one more sip. We're going to do a hamstring series here in a moment. That's an area that can be tight. And it's going to be up Parsvottanasana. So what you'll do is put your right foot forward, your left foot back, but your hips are square with your feet square with your hips. In other words, you're on railroad tracks. Now, make sure your shoulder feels good on this one. I'm going to turn so I can see your right shoulder, Miss Karen, but just do a circle that feels good, right? Yep. Yep, that looks good. Now the hands are going to find a place that's a safe shoulder stretch. Now it could be interlaced, it could be elbows, it could be namaste reverse. So take one, inhale, your shoulders are open, and you exhale, hinge. When you hinge, your shoulders might be tempted to round forward, but you're not gonna let them. Your gaze is probably at your front toes. Nice, everybody looks good. Yeah, great. That right knee might even lengthen more as you're here. You're steering the right hip back, you're steering the left hip forward. Now your hands can go to your thigh, but maybe they'll go to your shin or the floor, even if you have to bend a little bit. Take low pyramid. Take another inhale. Now you could walk up your leg, or you can strong back, strong leg, come up into a back bend. Inhale. Little hand touch at the top. Now hands slide down to the heart. Back foot meets the front, samasthiti, balancing, and then send the other foot back about 4 feet deep. Steer the hips. Take those shoulder circles. They might be bigger. You're not forcing it, but they might be bigger. Yep. You are going to find a shoulder release that serves you. It might be bigger or a larger variation of what you did last time. Expression. Shoulders are open even as you hinge. You'll notice the shoulders try to round forward, but you're going to keep them open. Now the hamstring is your focus. Find a safe place where it's stretching. Right hip forward, left hip back. Your hands could go to your thigh or the shin or even the floor. It's okay if you need to bend the knees a little. And then you're gonna gently come up, a little bit of a back bend here, stand or tall, hands up and back. Bring your hands down to the heart. Let your back foot meet the front foot and land softly. Good. Samasthiti, grab some water or whatever you're drinking, coffee, tea. Now this one's a little bit more like dancer, but 2 hands. Your option is to do one, but the invitation is to go up with both arms. They circle until you find your right foot or ankle. Both hands if you can. So if not, do one hand like before. Hold tall. Let me get on. I've got a really cushy mat and then a flat one. So that's it. And if you want to add on, you're going to do standing bow. Parallel to the floor or headed that way. You're going to gently come back and let your foot down, hands at the heart. Blood pressure adjusts, goes up, arms. Exhale, hand to the feet, foot, hands to the foot or ankle. That's your place, or you can add on, good Jean, you can keep on going forward. Standing bow. Push your foot into your hands. Inhaling and exhaling gently, coming back, hands at the heart. We're gonna take tree pose now. Lift and spread your toes. Take your foot up to your tree, which could be calf or inner thigh. Now you can take a traditional hand position, or if you'd like to take a cow face here, you can. The choice is yours. Yep, looks good. Inhale, and as you're ready, exhale your hands to your heart. Lower that foot, Samasthiti, lift and spread your toes. Take the other side to your calf or your inner thigh, and then your other, if you're doing cow face, Gomukasana, your other arm comes up, lift arm up, good, hold, tall, breathe fully. Good. This is a subtle cue, but Karen, you might soften through your left wrist so that it's neutral and not, flexed. I saw that before, and we just wanna, if we don't have to bend through our wrists, we'll just keep it neutral, just to kind of err on the side of conservative. Breathe in. Now your hands can start making their way to your heart, and your foot can come down. Very nice. Now grab a sip. We're going to be heading towards the floor. And I'll show you what I mean. You're going to take an inhale to go up with your arms, and an exhale. Now bring your hands down to the floor. Let your left foot go back, not your right foot. It's going to stay up. Now you're going to do this little bending and straightening. It's like a lunge and a split. Now, I mean modified lunge, modified split, but I like to also fold my knuckles under on this. It's like a nice way to keep my wrist just a tiny bit more, a little more neutral when I don't need them. So breathe in and out. You're at your own pace. You can feel the underside of your right hamstring, your right leg, your left hip flexor. Then you can feel your right hip hamstring, calf, hip flexor, hamstring. Now, kind of lift your heart here and stay, just like a little runner lunge. If it's too much, let your left shin down, but otherwise just kind of lift up, no neck tension. Good. Keep lengthening through your back leg, keep dropping through your hips, keep lifting up your heart. Now try a fold, and it's like that low pyramid that we did earlier, and relax. Feel your hamstring. Now, you can put your hands towards the mat, and I want you to lift your left foot towards your right foot and take your right foot back. You've just switched places. You can fold your knuckles under again and do a little lunge back and forth. Breathe in and out, in and out. Now, you may notice one leg feels a lot different. Let her out. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Good girl. In and out. Feel your hamstring, feel your hip flexor. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is also called dynamic mobility or flexibility, or Vini yoga. Now lift your heart and hold here. Now we're holding a little more static. Neck is easy, heart's up, leg is long. Good. Another modification would be to put a couple yoga blocks under each hand, or to lower your back shin. Keep reaching to that back leg and see how that affects that hip flexor. You guys doing good. It's intense, even though you would think it wouldn't be because your hands are down, right? Now you can start lengthening your left leg. I kind of need to pop my right toes in a couple inches to feel comfortable here. I want you to see what you need to do. Your left leg, like mine, may not really straighten. It's just straighter than it was before. Yeah, good, Karen, that's it. Yeah, find a place that you feel like I can breathe normally. I don't feel like I'm in jeopardy. I just can keep breathing, but it is a stretch. Hamstring. Steer that hip back. Now, we're going to put the fingers or hands a little closer to the floor. We're going to push that back leg to the front leg, come up halfway, and it's like your back's a table. Stretch it long, stretch it long, stretch it long. Now, you can walk up or you can come all the way up and do a little back bend here. Inhale. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Grab a sip because we're going to go down a little bit more to the floor. Good. For me, I tilted the screen and take a booty down position. She's being extra close today, so see if we can still have a view. Roll down, roll down, roll down. Now you're doing an abdominal control. As you get about here, you may find your feet need to walk away a bit. Yep. Now, right before you go down, catch your hands under your head. Now pause, lift up your feet again, rotate, rotate, rotate. Now this is yogic bicycle. You notice we still have a calm energy about it. We're in control. We're belly pulling in on every exhale. Exhale. Now you can also flex your feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment, feet down, curl your spine up 3 times before we hold it. Curl up 2 more times, curl up 1 more time and hold. Breathe in. Arms can go overhead. Relax. Exhale it all out as you roll down. Now lift up your right leg. It's in a hamstring stretch. You can take your 2 fingers on your big toe, and you can, a couple options here. Left hand behind your head and lengthen your left leg 6 inches off the floor, or left hand on the left thigh, traditional Utthita Padangusthasana, holding onto the big toe pose. Or if you need to rest your head, you can, and a pillow is a nice option if you're going to do that. But otherwise, get a stretch, get an ab tone. Feel how the hamstring can come in more. Inhale. Now lower for a moment your head. take your other two fingers on your other toe, big toe, right leg out about 6 inches. Exhale, lift, lengthen through your hamstring, lengthen through your extended hip flexor, chin tuck towards the toes. Take another inhale. Now, as you lower, happy baby, both hands have a foot and they're pulling the knees down. And one more set of the yogic bicycle, hands behind the head, rotate. And 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Calmly executing abdominal tone. Anytime you need to take a break, you can. Now, I'm offering 50, which is why I didn't say it at first. I didn't want anyone to be afraid. But we're at 28. So you can take 20 more, but if you need to rest, do. Surprise yourself. 4 more, 3, 2, and rest your head, hands to your feet. Now this time it's more like a bound ankle. Really good job, everybody. Relax your neck. You can even move it right and left or little gentle circles. Now we're going to take our left leg long and take our right knee down, twist. Your left hand can hold on to your thigh. Your right hand can do some safe circles. So I want you to make sure that shoulder is looking good. Yes. Like a palm up position in a Y place, but maybe you need it lower if your shoulder's achy. Find a place. Your hand is helping your knee. Relax, relax, relax. If your back's been tight lately, this is a great stretch. Notice how the exhales can help you let go. Now, knee down twist on the other side. Again, your right hand holds your left knee down. Your left arm might be out like a T or a Y, but you could take some circles first. Your hip is far away from your ribs. Now, notice how your exhales can relieve tension or let you go deeper. Take another inhale, and then as you exhale, come back, realign. And the next one we're going to do is the hip opener. The ankle goes to the thigh. Your hands reach through the window, hold on. And I like to add a rock here and a little ankle and toe movement. So you're waking up the feet even more, or you're stretching them. See what works for you. Rock a little. Yeah. Breathe. You can pull it in closer as your hip opens up. You might like a pillow too if you're feeling tight today or you feel like you have to struggle to reach. I've got a little yoga block under my head, that works too. So keep, as your hip lets go, give your arms a little bit more energy, like your biceps can help you pull the leg into a deeper stretch. Now we're taking it to the other side, ankle to thigh, reach your hands through the window. And again, you may like a little foot movement here, ankle, toes spread, moving. Pull it in. Breathe in. Keep pulling that hip into a deeper stretch. Inhale. Now, as you're ready, release. And you may like to do the quad stretch in a few different ways. One is we take it to the side and you hold onto your foot. Another is you take your foam roller and you lie on it. I put mine in the other room, so I'll just show you without it. But if you're flexible enough, you don't need it. And if your ankle hurts you when you try to do it, that's really your quad that needs the prop underneath you, like the foam roller, or you go to the side. So breathe low. Also, you notice it's a shoulder stretch if you're holding onto your foot, and your knee looks good, Karen. That knee in line with your hip is what you're headed for, but never at the expense of any pain. Rib down, breath low, relax. Everybody looks great. This also helps the back, because when these are tight, they put the back in a more lordosis. And also this can help the knee. If the front of the knee has achy, this stretch can help the knee feel less tension. You can think about every breath having a little mantra of release or let go or relax, whatever word helps you melt. Now take that foot out and then take your other one under, so your shin is under, or you're to the side and you're pulling that foot back. Now breathe low, knee in line with your hip as it will allow. There it is. Breathe low in the belly. Relax. Relax as you breathe in. Feel like it's nourishing your cells. And then as you exhale, you can even think of the word or the energy behind the word release. Relax, let go is another. Some people like the word surrender, melt. And now take a release, let your foot back out, and your feet are on the floor, kind of like bridge, but take a little sway. I'm gonna invite us to do the inner knee down stretch. So your feet go wider than your mat, or wider than your hips, and you're just swaying them, kind of like a windshield wiper. Now get ready, we're gonna leave it down. So your right inner knee will stay down, that may be it, or you pick up your left ankle and put it on top of your thigh. I like to put the arms out like a T or a Y, somewhere that feels like you're adding on lateral length, and relax here. Breathe low. Now come back, ease into the feet being wide again, and then let your left inner knee drop. Pick up your right ankle if you'd like to add on and put it on top of your left thigh. Arms are out and let your eyes close. Gently come back, and I want you to scan your body and see what you need. Do you need a full body stretch? Do you need another hamstring stretch? Do you need a little wrist roll? A little bit forearm stretch? Just sort of scan, take any extra movements, And then you can put your feet up on the wall. I like to put a foam roller or a yoga block underneath the far end of the sacrum. And that way you have the low back getting a release, not getting. And so Betty, this is kind of like the one we were doing the other day. With your feet up, you can put a yoga block on the far end of your sacrum and see if that feels like a low back release. And if it doesn't, put it lower. And if it still doesn't, just don't do that one. So take a moment. And I'm going to offer us one more little release here. You can take your thumb and your first finger and pinch your inner eyebrow. There's a muscles underneath there, frontalis. Go out a little bit, pinch your eyebrows, the muscle underneath, and then go out a little bit, pinch, pinch, and pinch. And then from the center of your eyebrows, smooth, push down and out, and kind of lift a little. And then when you get to your temples, do little massage circles. And then little shampoo of your scalp. There's muscles in the scalp and at the base of your skull, whatever you can reach, around your ears. Especially if you wear hats or glasses or hearing protection or hearing aids, just massage all around the ears, pull the ears. And then let go and then just see how everything feels and put an energy with your words. It's a mantra meditation. You might do the word release. Maybe you like the word peace or relax, whatever word is good for you, just to sort of allow wellness to come in. Now, whenever you're ready, gently move the block, gently come up and just notice how you feel as you make your way up towards a seated position facing front. I feel better. See how you feel. Now let your little hands come to your heart and just come back to that mantra that we had. And it's whatever you want. The word release, allow, let go, whatever word is helpful for you, just to let yourself relax any extra tension at this moment. And then notice how your natural peace and wellness rises without any resistance. And so today I'm going to set an intention that when I notice I start to get into resistance or cloudiness or tension, I'm going to notice it, observe it. If I don't really need that tension, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to release it. I'm going to notice how that higher state of wellness feels when I let go of things I really don't need to be tense about. It's going to be really fun practice with so much appreciation. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so glad to see you. Bye.